going on, people? You're watching That Deep podcast on TLDTV. We're back again for another week. Today, breaking news, Chunkz is quitting music altogether. So we got some deep thoughts that we can hopefully get into today. Abdel's going to be giving us a bit of background. Is it your father that's Muslim, Abdel?
Yeah, my dad's Muslim and then my mom's like Christian. So on my mom's side, they're all Christians.
You live in that double life?
Side, well, it's not really that of a double life like it used to be, but now I just live with just my parents in it, so I'm just like on the Muslim side, you get me?
Cool. How do you feel? Are you a fan of Chunkz?
Yeah, I watch all his stuff, you know, him and Philly, like. But thing, I get like with his reason that he gave for quitting like music, as a Muslim, you get why he's doing it, and like you see the goodness out of it. You get me? Because like music is like haram and thing in Islam, and like so like certain instruments like drums, guitars. And plus, like these modern day music here, sometimes they promote like violence, alcohol, like adultery, and them stuff are haram in Islam. Like even in Christianity, like you know, like the 10 Commandments also says like thou shalt not commit murder, them stuff. Like yeah, and then like when you listen to modern music, yeah, you know that that's all they talk about in there. And like if you're not talking about them stuff, your voice, like you don't get a lot of views like that. You might get some, but you won't get as much support as if you're rapping about violence and gang stuff. You get me?
Yeah.
And like things, so like with his like with him, yeah, you know he's got to use like instrumentals, and then they come from like the drums, guitars, which like. It's haram.
We're definitely going to get deeper into it. I think I just wanted to like a touch on the character as a whole. How about you, Chloe? Have you been kind of following his career, Chunkz?
So I didn't really know much about his music. I saw a bit of the video of him saying he was stopping it, and mad respect him. It's not easy when you hear about like the offers he was getting, and like it's hard. Like I can see how hard it would be, but I didn't really know much about his music. I've seen because he start on YouTube, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because like he was talking about how that kind of led to other opportunities. So fair play to him to be stepping back now. But yeah, no, I didn't really follow his music or know much about it, to be honest.
Yeah, because that's the funny thing, I guess. I think a lot of it's evolution and growth. Like, how would the prank stuff kind of stand up, Abdel, in terms of that same? Would you see that as something that is going to be fading out as well, or
what, the prank stuff?
Yeah, because you know how it is. Like some people are just getting disrespected by his friends.
I don't know. Like I think the prank stuff here. There might be a time here where everyone would just find it that you like how everyone finds everything offensive these days, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter what you say, you know there'll be someone that will be like, nah, what you're doing is wrong. Do you get me? So like as we're seeing it now, you know there'll be some day that everyone will be like, oh, you know what, yeah, we're bored of this.
But do you see as
not funny anymore.
Understanding of the background, do you see a conflict of faith there? So like some of the videos I've seen with Chunkz, like thinking back, have been like them delivering dildos in a box randomly on people's doorstep and that kind of thing. In my mind, so I'm thinking like, would that be haram as well?
That just depends on him, innit? Because like, if he really wants to like if he's like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna change all my stuff, make sure that everything's halal. Yeah, he'll have to like stop with like some of them stuff like let's say example, delivering the dildo to like someone's yard. Like as long as it's just friendly, and then let's just take out the dildo part, innit? But yeah, like as long as what he's doing is not to hurt someone, like with the intention to hurt someone, but to like bring people together, make sure everyone's happy, then that's good. Like it does, like as a human, you see it as like a good thing because you're promoting like togetherness and happiness as well. You're helping people. Like let's say if someone's depressed and they watch his videos, they might get. I won't say they will get cured with the depression, but you know it will help a little bit with it. You get me?
Yeah, I know you. It's only Kevin Hart that cure depression, right?
Yeah. and with something like that, yeah, that you can't really say it's haram because he's helping out with other people. You get me?
Okay. Yeah, I got you. All right, so interesting take. Just because people might not be familiar with the term, can you define halal for us?
So halal is something that's good. Anything that's good. So like helping others, giving up charity, like just doing good stuff, like not drinking and all of that. Haram is something that's bad, like anything bad. So like drinking, fighting, violence, like all of them stuff are haram. Adultery, like you can't have a girlfriend, like you'll have to have like just get married straight away. And that's halal if you get married straight away. But if you've got a girlfriend, then that's haram. I know you're gonna ask, do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't.
Hey, I wasn't gonna take it there. That's your conscience talking.
No, it's just the fact that it's just the looking at you're like, should I ask him? Should I not?
No, my head wasn't even there. My head was like gonna talk to Chloe next. Like that's where I was at. That's your conscience all day.
But no, I that's facts.
So Chloe, for you then, so again, so you're not coming from an Islamic background, so maybe your viewpoint's going to be slightly different. The pranks and stuff. If he's quitting music and like it's not like he was doing like gangster rap or something like that. Do you know what I mean? In terms of what he was doing, he was just like messing around. I mean, it's Asni. Do you know what I mean? It's like so it wasn't all the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that kind of juxtaposition of the like crazy pranks while kind of pulling back from music? How does that line up for you?
I think it's a hard one because he's on his own journey, isn't he? Like, so he's talking about how he felt guilty about making music. I think he said that one of his songs came out after his decision, so he had to like back it the whole way, but he felt so guilty for that. So I guess if he's okay with what he's doing, then fair enough. But I know there's probably some viewers who maybe are Muslim that might not be okay with it. I don't know, but to be honest, I haven't really seen that many. Obviously the pranks you were talking about, I don't know how recent that is. It's a hard one because maybe it will be a case in the future that he will sort of cut back on that kind of thing as well, or maybe he won't feel that that's something he needs to do. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one because when you share your life online as well, because he's obviously on YouTube, he's an influencer, all the rest of it, you can't really hide. You can hide stuff, but people will know kind of what you're up to. So I guess if the people he's hanging out with a lot of people that aren't, is he part of the Sidemen or is he just friends with them?
Nah, he's friends with the Sidemen. He's with Team Beta.
Okay, I'm getting my YouTubers muddled up. I don't know much about that side of YouTube, but because I know not all of them obviously have a religious background or anything like that, so obviously it's going to be hard for him. Like, I don't.
No, they actually do, you know.
Pardon?
His team, they do that. Some of them are Muslim.
Oh, cool.
So like you got Sharky, I think he's Muslim as well, and I know him as Triangle, I forgot his name. Thing. AJ is also thing. He's also Muslim as well.
Okay.
So like, I think they support him with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, because I guess the people you hang out with will impact what you do, like in everyday life, but also online. Yeah. The pranks, like if the rest of his mates are doing it, then it's harder to sort of step back from it. But I don't know if that or whether that will affect his views, because then you've got all that to think about as well. Like you want to make your money, you want to do what you want to do, but also if his religious views kind of override that, then he might have a conviction to stop. no idea how he'll deal with
That's
all
the
that.
thing, like I swear, like every one of those last set of challenges that I saw him doing, because he was kind of pulling away and like the football stuff was taking off more as well, right?
Yeah,
And then he
yeah,
was concentrating more on music, so he wasn't doing as much of the whole beta squad and that stuff anyway. But
yeah,
whenever I
yeah.
saw him, he seemed to start like losing every challenge because you just like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So it almost seemed like an uncomfortable space even before. He
Yeah,
said
he's
that.
got it on his cautious, like,
Yeah,
I can't do
exactly.
this.
You could feel him kind of pulling away from that sense anyway, which, as you said, is like bound to have a knock-on effect there.